Greetings, everyone. Maxwell McGee back again, coming to you from PAX Prime 2013, where we are checking out a game called Incognita. To help me do that, I'm going to have you introduce yourself and tell us what this game is all about.
Sure. Hi. My name is Jason. I'm one of the designers. I'm here with James. James is on the controls, and he's also one of the designers. Incognita is about turn-based tactical espionage. You control a team of agents. You move them through secure corporate complexes. Your job is to get them out, but you also want to grab as much intelligence documents and data disks and things on your way as you go.
So that's interesting. So it has a heavy stealth element, but at the same time, it's turn-based. Like, how do you? Because like stealth is all about like moving at opportune moments and avoiding like line of sight and things like that. Like, how do you manage that in a turn-based sort of game?
It's all about what information you display to the players. In this game, when your agents move, you can see the sound rings. When you look into a room, you'll see the path that the guards had taken. So just about what information we can give to you that you can use to see what went on in that turn.
Let's go ahead. Let's take a step back here. Set up the area that we're seeing right now. What's sort of our objective? What's our mission here?
So James has started in the elevator, and he's looking for the exit right now. If he zooms out, he'll be able to see the exit on the map. There it is over in the corner. So that's generally.
So we don't really know the layout yet, but we have an idea of where we're going.
That's right. That's the gist of where he wants to go. But while he's going there, he's looking for safes. And safes will have the information and things that he can use to further his agent's progression as he goes. So in the corner, he was able to hijack into some computers, which is what he's going to use to break into those safes in a mainframe mode.
It looks like he's also got a number of like special abilities down there at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, he does. So everybody can peek around corners. Everyone can go into a sneaking mode. The stealth agent is always sneaking, even when he's running, so that's one of his perks. The engineer, he's got a scanner ability, which allows him to find other electronic devices around him. He can also hack into stuff through walls and from a distance.
So right now it kind of looks like we're just sort of moving freely.
Yep.
Like, does that change once sort of like guards and enemies enter the mix?
Yeah, absolutely. We wanted this game to be a tactical game, and in most tactical games, there's going to be an element of information gathering and then an element of position and combat tactics. We wanted to shift it from about 20% information gathering to more about 80% information gathering. So you're going to look around the rooms, you're going to peek through doors and things, moving silently, and the guards won't know you're there. But the guards will be in areas that you're going to want to go to. So eventually you're going to have to decide how you're going to deal with those guards and then move into those areas. Whether you're going to try and distract them, or you're going to try and knock them out, or you're just going to engage them in the head on. Those will be decisions you have to make based off what the team you have at the moment is, what gear you've managed to pick up, and that kind of stuff.
And it looks like we have in fact been detected and are getting into a little bit of combat.
So James used his stealth agent, who has a dart gun, to put that guy to sleep. The dart gun's very effective, and then it takes the guy out of the equation right away. But in a few turns, he's going to come back. The engineer, he's also very good at melee. He's just clubbed the guy.
Very good at whacking dudes in the head.
That's right. He's a cyborg, so he's got mechanical arms.
All right. So it looks like, was that the only two guards? Did we get them all?
In that room, he dealt with the two guards that are there.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's also got a safe in the room there. He's going to use the CPUs that he took over to break through the firewalls on the safe. Now the safe's unlocked. And when he gets a chance to, he's going to move one of his guys up there and break in and steal the stuff.
Now, when you sort of get into combat like that, you engage the guards, is that going to trigger any sort of like base-wide alert status, and like people are going to be on high alert, things like that?
So the noise can be made, and noise will alert other guards. When guards are dead, not knocked out, but when they're dead, their heart meter will expire, and then that will ping the server and cause the alarm to go up further. So getting into in combat where you kill the enemy guards will make the alarm go faster. But if you can just knock them out, it won't. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. So
oh, dang.
He's a glass cannon. He's really weak and went down really quick.
And so does he, it looks like he's got like a little death timer there.
He does. Unfortunately, that's one of the features we haven't put in yet. It's still pre-alpha, so
sure.
You will be able to use like your adrenaline hypodermics and bring the guy back. Yeah.
So is the game sort of intended to be played in a stealthy fashion, or can you like build and customize your team to be a bit more like rugged, run and gun?
I think Probably, yeah, you will be able to do a run and gun if you want to. I think that the optimal play will most likely be in a stealth fashion. Yeah.
And so we've seen sort of the sneaking agent, we've seen the engineer. Are those the only two character types?
In the demo, in one of the rooms is a sharpshooter and in a prison cell. Actually, that's it right there. He's found a little detention center, and through those lasers, there's a guy hiding in the cell. The sharpshooter is what you'd think. He's got a rifle. He's very good at taking out enemy guards. But again, he kills them, and so that then the alarm will advance.
Something that immediately struck me, is it ever sort of advantageous to just have one person? Because it seems like if you had like a team of 2 or 3 people, it would be much more difficult to stay sort of hidden and stealthy.
Right, that is true. Each turn that you end, the building is tracking you, and it will slowly find you. So each turn it's moving up 1 of 20 turns.
Oh, that's what that alarm wheel up there is.
That's right. So if you have one agent, you're only going to be able to like hack into one computer a turn, and which is going to slow your, and you're only going to be able to like search one area at a time. Having more agents means you'll be able to like find more stuff, look, get into more computers, just move faster, basically. Yeah. You'll be able to cover more of your exits and back and front with Overwatch, that kind of thing. Yeah. It does increase the chance that you'll be seen because you just have more people, but it also increases your chance of survivability. It's payoff, or opportunity cost.
So this particular mission, like whereabouts in the game does this take place?
As far as difficulty curve goes, right now it's quite hard. So I would see that maybe this would be a few levels in, but you've entered into a building through the elevator front door, and you're looking for the exit, which will be another elevator taking you up to the next floor. You'll go through a few floors of the building. At the top floor, you'll perform your final mission on that building, and you'll move on to the next corporate complex that you're breaking into.
And then you sort of scored at the end based on like how stealthy you were, how much loot you made off with, things like that.
We haven't really got into a score based off of like how you played the level. It's all up to you to decide whether you're going to go into a room and steal the stuff or try and find things. And if you don't do that, if you just keep going to the exit and moving up, the game's going to get harder, but your team's not going to advance. So you have to decide how are you going to spend the resources to try and get the extra resources you see there, or are you going to like leave those ones and go for easier base?
So then can you spend resources like in between floors of the building?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like we did rescue the sharpshooter from earlier. How does he sort of differ in playstyle from the other 2 classes we've seen?
Well, the engineer's about scanning for electronic devices and helping with the mainframe use. He can get into computers through walls and that kind of thing. He also has a shield, so he's a little tough, but he's slow and noisy. The stealth guy, he can move very quickly, and he doesn't make noise when he moves, but he's a glass cannon. He's one shot.
As we saw.
Yeah. He's also got the dart gun, which is very effective at taking guys out of combat like immediately, but then they'll come back later. The stealth guy, the sharpshooter, he's just really good at shooting guards. You can sort of count on him to finish a guard off in one shot, but because the guard is dead, that's going to increase the alarm. He's tougher than the stealth guy, so he can take 1 or 2 shots.
Can you ever clear like a whole floor of guards and just sort of have free reign over it? Like, okay, I've cleared all the guards, I can just go about looting and pillaging as I will.
Once the alarm gets to 20, that means that the building has located you and has alerted their like SWAT team of where you are.
Oh dear.
So the SWAT team will arrive.
I imagine the SWAT team is no joke.
No, yeah, they'll kill you. Okay. They don't know where you are immediately. They'll arrive and they'll be hunting for you. So you have a bit of time before they're going to find you, but they'll keep coming. So there is a time limit that you have to be hanging out on the level.
Something we just saw there I need a little more explanation on is that it looks like we did some camera hacking and a little bit of computer hacking.
Right. So he's been collecting the CPUs and then going into mainframe mode and like breaking through the firewalls. If he hacked into a camera, he gets to see what the camera was looking at. If you walk into a room and you don't have control of that camera, it will increase the alarm just like killing a guard.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to get some choice loot here. Let's see what he gets. So sometimes when you break into stuff, it'll come up with a a dialogue of giving you a choice. And the choices will often have cost to them, like give up some ammo, get some extra data disks to improve your characters later on.
Sort of giving up a short-term benefit for a long-term one.
Yeah, there'll be various different types of those kinds of decisions you have to make.
So then how does the character persistence work? Like our stealth guy got shot earlier. It looks like he's pretty much been taken out. Like, is that permanent?
Yeah, it's a game about permadeath. As I was saying, we haven't got in the feature where you can revive guys before they die, but you should expect guys to die and not have them back again.
Breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Are you always playing in single player, or can you play cooperatively?
It's a single player experience right now. That's where our focus is.
How long has this game been in development?
We had quite a long pre-production phase where we were trying quite a few different things. I mean, we were looking at even almost a card game type aspect at one point. It's been in this isometric mode, I'd say 4 or 5 months. Yeah.
But then has the core concept of the game always been sort of stealth, turn-based style that we're seeing now?
The original idea we were looking at, that was brought to the team to start working on, was an isometric tactics syndicate. So I guess the stealth turn-based part that's been sort of a core all the way from the beginning. Yeah.
And what do you guys have left to accomplish before you get around to a release date?
Well, there's finishing all the features that we want. How your guys level up, where you can buy things. There's some new enemy types to go in, like fundamentally different types of enemy types. We want different world sets to go in. There will be special incidents that can show up in the different levels. Similar to, have you played Spelunky?
Yeah.
So in Spelunky, when you say you get to the jungle level, there could be bees showing up on this part. So when you
slight variations within the same sort of.
There's several different corporations, and each corporation will have a different feel of what their levels are like. Like one corporation might have very tight corridors, and they might have a cloning chambers and things like that. Whereas another one will be large open armories with lots of weapons that you can collect, that kind of thing. So there'll be that. Plus each floor might have a special, this is the floor where you're gonna there's gonna be that robot mech that's gonna fight you, or something like that.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Can you remind our viewers when the game's coming out and on what platforms?
Sure. So we're going to be opening up in an alpha on Steam in a few weeks, and then it'll go into beta in a few months, and it will launch officially on Steam probably early in 2014, early mid 2014. You can probably expect an OS X, and if you're familiar with Don't Starve, we're still in alpha, so we can't say things for sure. But if you're familiar with Don't Starve, that's basically the same model we're using for our release. Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and let you get back to work here. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
No, thank you very much. And if anyone's looking for more information, please check out the forums on clayentertainment.com.